Hello, hello.
Hey, Nev.
Hi, Katie.
We're ladies of leisure,
We are
and this is 10 minutes
of,
dating advice to your younger self.
yes, to your 25-year-old self. Do you remember yourself as a 25-year-old?
I am 25 years old. What are you talking about?
You look like you're 25 years old.
Remember the time we got drunk at the bar, and I was like, you look the same.
Yes, and I was like, you look the same.
And I'm like, we look the same.
We do. We're like, we look exactly like college.
And then we had like our college bartender,
Yeah.
and he was like all flirty, and I was like, we still got it.
We're still 25.
I think maybe the first advice was like, stay away from him.
Yeah, I was going to say, don't date the bartender.
Yeah, don't date the bartender ever.
Yeah, I think that's good advice.
As I'm saying that, I'm thinking of all my bartender friends. I'm sorry.
Don't date the waiter either if you go to like a regular restaurant.
Oh, really? The waiter? Why not the waiter?
Because like if you love the place and then you date them and then it doesn't work out, you're going to feel awkward going back in there. It's to me, it's almost like a don't shit where you eat kind of thing. Don't ruin it.
I did a good job of not dating the bartender at our local.
You did, yeah. I
kept it.
It was like fun and flirty, but it wasn't.
Yeah,
like,
I kept it fun and
actually like
flirty,
dated.
but never went the mile. Mm-hmm. Also, didn't help that like I fully saw him hitting on every girl.
I mean, he's a bartender.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not special.
That for him is like part of the job.
I think that's a good word of advice, is that you will know when you're special.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing too. It's like, as a younger person, I hate to be so cliche, but like that Sex and the City episode, he's just not that into you.
Oh, that is so spot on.
It's so spot on, and I hate how cliche it is, but it really, really is true. Men are just like simple creatures. They're not like us that like we're all like code. Like I purposely like don't get ready for a first date to like see if you're worthy of getting ready.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like they don't do that.
Men are just like, if they are into you, they're into you, and they're not going to play any games. There's not going to be any codes. There's nothing like, and I think the funny thing is, until like you find the person that you're supposed to be with, you don't really get it.
Yeah, so I think the advice there is like,
when you know, you will know.
When you know, you'll know. And also like, if you're sitting around waiting for a phone call or a text or a DM and it's not coming through, like, that's your answer.
The right guy is never going to make you wait around.
Yeah.
Ever.
Exactly. Like, so if you're like trying too hard to get someone to like you, like, don't do that. You're wasting your time.
And guys, when they're into you, like, they show up. Like, they show up in every way possible.
Yeah.
And, like, you know.
Oh, 100%. Like, there's no, like, trying to be like, what are they doing? Why aren't they texting me? Like, when am I going to see them? Like, why haven't we made plans? Like, none of that exists.
I think also, like, I don't know, the one true advice I would give a younger person is, like, don't waste time on people you know are not right. Like, don't think that something's gonna magically change. Mm-hmm. And, like, trust your instinct.
That's very
because
good advice.
I think that like we question ourselves, like if you have an ick in the beginning,
it's not going
that
away.
Ick is not going away.
Yeah.
You might forget that ick. A couple drinks might push that ick away, but like it's gonna come back.
It'll
like that
there.
buzz will end eventually.
Also, like what I would tell myself is like when you know like it's not going anywhere, like you feel like this isn't like a real relationship or like it's not going long term, like just end it.
I went to therapy after my last relationship, and I ended up like I stopped seeing her because like she was so true. It was like almost too painful to like bear. Like she was so dead on. Like sometimes I wonder, I'm like, I want to like reach out to her and be like, I'm okay now. Can you like, I'm ready for the advice.
What did she say to you? Like
she said something to me that like really resonated with me. Like I've never forgotten. You know, it's weird, like the random things that you're just like,
Yeah, it stays with you.
yeah. So she had said to me, she was like, when you're older, so like, sorry, 25-year-old self, this advice is not for you.
Yeah.
But when you're older and like you're established and you've lived your life and you have your friends and like you've had experiences and you know what you're doing, like 1 year is really like all you need to know if like someone is right for you. So if like after 1 year you're like doubting them or questioning them, then like that's a sure sign that like
It's not there.
and I think that that's important because in my past, like I remember like I've been in long-term relationships that like after 1 year I was like, oof, I think this is maybe not good.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, but I'm like a powerhouse. I'll push through
Yeah, like
it.
power. Yeah, which
I'll
is not
power through.
ideal.
Yeah, I can do it. It's fine. Like, and then you get stuck in this routine.
Yeah.
And then you're like, well, I've invested all this time. And then there's like millions and millions of other things that like kind of weigh on you and reasons of why you stay and where you can't go. And you're like, I'm not a quitter. And
Yeah, and then like the longer you stay, the harder it is to leave because then you're like, well, now our lives are more like meshed together.
yeah. And
Like we share friends, like
family,
yeah,
children, whatever comes
Yeah.
into play. Like,
yeah,
I think the longer you stay together, the harder it gets.
yeah. So like, don't
Like,
stay in a relationship that you know is
yeah,
like,
or
not the
or
right
trust
one.
your gut. I think that like people, it's funny because I think we live in a world where like people are either like it's extremes. They're like either A, disposable, or B, like you're not trusting your gut and you're holding on to it in hopes that something will work out. And it's like, I don't know. People always say like when it's easy, it's easy.
Yeah,
It's never easy. Like I think that's also deceiving. It's not easy.
it's not. I agree. It's not easy in the way that you would think. Like, oh, it's just so easy. Like, there's challenges, but like, it feels right. I feel like it's more about the feeling right.
It's like trusting your gut and knowing.
Yeah. And honestly, like, you always have to trust your gut. Like, I feel like we were never taught to do that. We were taught to always do the opposite, like doubt ourselves. And it's like your gut always knows. Like, if you listen to your gut, like, you're going to be fine in, like,
Yeah,
in life, in dating, and everything.
I was in 2 long-term relationships where I feel like it was like the 1 year mark where like my gut was telling me no. And then like I powered through and I don't regret it. Like you can't regret anything, but like,
No, you learned.
yeah, like it was a lesson I had to learn.
Yeah, yeah. And sometimes, like, you have to go through that to learn the lesson because, like, if you're just told, like, do this or don't do that without, like, experiencing it and, like, learning it on your own, sometimes you're not going to hear it. Like,
Yeah.
you just have to go through it.
Yeah. Yeah, and unfortunately it was like with Brandon. Sometimes like you learn a lesson too hard. I feel like right as our 1 year anniversary came up, I had that like fear of the past. And that's when we did take a break after a year. But we like really took a break. Like, I mean, I thought for sure we were done. Like we really distanced ourselves for what seemed like eternity for me.
Yeah.
I don't even remember how long it was, but then like I think we needed that space to grow and we came back, and I think that was something that like definitely him and I both worried about because him and I had both like gotten back together with exes, and like we all know how that always turns out. But I think it's a combination of trusting your gut and knowing.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's good. And honestly, like, I like that you, this time around, you're like, it's the 1 year mark. How do I feel? And, like, you did kind of what you should have done, like, in your other 2 relationships.
Yeah, the worst part, though, is, like, Brandon used to always say, like, he's living in, like, the past. Like, he's, like, paying for the past. And at, like, the time when he said that, I was like, no, you're not. Like, you're crazy.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Like, I'm so over those, and I'm fine and totally fine. And like, truth was, I was not fine, and I was not over it, and I was like living in the past, and I was putting my past baggage on him for sure.
I think the other advice I would give myself is like, take your time and like go through whatever grieving process is.
Travel lightly.
Yeah, travel lightly, so it's like you don't carry baggage later on. Because like I learned that, I feel like in the last like 6-7 years is when I really started to like let go of any kind of baggage.
Yeah.
And then I feel like now my relationship feels a lot easier because of that.
Yeah. I think it's something that I'm still like learning. I definitely am carrying, I mean, I love bags and things. So I'm definitely still like holding a lot of my baggage with me, and I feel like it's a lot of pain and hurt from my past that like is not easy to let go.
I mean, it's hard to do. Like
it's hard.
It takes a lot of time. It like emotional work to me is like the hardest work ever. Like physical work is not as hard as like going through like emotional baggage.
Oh, let's be real. Like that gym ain't easy either.
The what?
The gym isn't easy.
The gym is not, but like I don't know, man. Like just going, like when I was going through like all of my like emotional clutter and like baggage, it took a lot out of me. Like it's exhausting.
Emotional baggage is the most exhausting thing.
Yeah, my God.
It's more exhausting than any job or workout or anything that you'll encounter.
And then like once you let some of that go, like the lightness that you feel is like amazing.
Yeah. With like moving recently, like I've brought all my things with me. Like, you know, it's like you're going through your things and going to a new apartment, like bringing all your stuff with you. It isn't
brought actual baggage.
Yeah, I mean, because I have my literal baggage, but it is like all my things and my past and my memories. So it's interesting, like to let things go.
I used to, when I would go through like my clothes or things that I didn't want anymore, when it would remind me of like a guy or like how I felt about a guy, like in that moment.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't want to feel that way. I would just get rid of that piece of clothing because I'm like, I don't want that reminder.
Bad karma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want that reminder. Oh, baby's kicking.
Oh, she's like, oh my gosh. She's like, let it go.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, that's amazing.
I don't know if it's like anytime I drink cold water too, she'll like kick. So it could be a little bit of that.
She's like, you got a good one now.
Yeah.
Here's my advice.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think it's like you have to experience things though.
Yeah. And like even if I was to give this advice to myself at 25, I probably wouldn't have listened to it. So it's like you do have to experience it.
No, yeah. I mean, it's funny because like I've been in relationships where people have given me a lot of advice.
Yeah, and like you
and at the time I was just like, I don't want to hear it. Like I just want to like do what I want to do and listen to me. And like people gave me great advice.
Yeah.
But I unfortunately didn't listen, and like, but looking back now, I'm like, wow, that's some good advice.
But also it's like normal not to want to listen to other people and to just like go through it yourself.
Yeah.
And like live and learn.
Yeah.
So I guess what's my advice to my 25-year-old self?
Live it all.
Live and learn. Yeah. I mean, that's it. Live and learn.
Live it all. Experience it all.
Yeah. And then like
travel.
Crawl your way out of it somehow.
The best way to see the world is to experience the world.
But just, at some point, drop those bags. All right.
Bye.
Bye, guys.